We are going to begin with the big story of the week, the surge in the Omicron variant. Florida reported more than 8,700 cases of COVID-19 yesterday. That is a huge increase from just 2 weeks ago. And researchers at the University of Florida are projecting that by the time Omicron hits its apex in January, there's going to be 40,000 cases a day in the state. We are looking at the fourth wave of COVID-19 and an incredibly infectious variety of coronavirus, Omicron, although it seems to be slightly less vital. So let's turn to an acknowledged expert on coronavirus and all things medical, our good friend here, Dr. Eileen Marty of the FIU Medical School. Dr. Marty, good morning.
Good morning, Michael.
So the surge we are seeing and the model projected by the University of Florida of this huge increase by, say, mid-January, how concerned are you?
I'm extremely concerned by this. And what we're seeing around the world is almost a logarithmic climb in cases where Omicron takes hold. Its doubling time is every 2 to 4 days. Compare that to Delta, which was doubling time took about a week and a half. This is absolutely startling, and it's able to spread very well with the unvaccinated and the vaccinated.
Right.
And this is something that didn't evolve in 1 second, Michael. This took time to get to where it is based on all the mutations that it has.
Right. Well, we have seen that in the UK, they are reporting, I saw a report yesterday, that the cases there are doubling, nearly doubling every 2 days. I mean, this is something that we did not see with Delta, did we?
Correct. With Delta, it took more than a week and a half to see a doubling, even when at its worst. So, and of course, there's a variety of reasons, molecular reasons why this is happening, what the 15 amino acid changes from insertions, deletions, and mutations on the spike, as well as the other mutations, the other 20 mutations that are not on the spike that are also helping this virus propagate more rapidly within the cells. So it enters our cells with greater ease and it propagates with greater ease. And the problem with this SARS-CoV-2 virus is it's not like influenza that has a limited range of hosts, right? So influenza can affect water birds, humans, pigs. A few strains can affect dogs or horses, and that's about it for influenza. Whereas this SARS-CoV-2 has hundreds and hundreds, more than 500 different species in which it can replicate. And because of that, it's the type of virus, Michael, that has no evolutionary pressure to become milder. Because it has so many hosts, it doesn't care about any one particular host. Wow. Any host is good enough for it to propagate, and that's all it needs to do.
Well, frankly, I find that kind of frightening, or at least it causes anxiety. Dr. Marty, we have been reporting this morning, other media, that at testing stations around South Florida this morning, particularly out at Tropical Park, tens of thousands of people are going out to try to find out their status, if they are positive or not. Would you not hope that while they find out if they're positive, that anybody who isn't vaccinated also stop and get inoculated?
We are so blessed in the United States to have two of the best vaccines available in the world, safe and efficacious. The Moderna and the BioNTech Pfizer vaccine do a phenomenal job of protecting us from severe disease, especially if you get that booster. That booster makes a huge difference because it really isn't so much a booster as the third shot we all needed. And I would advocate anyone who got the J&J, immediately do not pass go. Go and get a messenger RNA as a next shot so that they can get the right kind of protection and as high a protection as they possibly can get. Remember, there's two things. Remember, we just said that the SARS-CoV-2 has no evolutionary pressure to become milder, and that's true. But once we have upwards of 90% of the human population vaccinated, then the rate at which it causes people to end up in the hospital becomes all that much smaller. And so that's another reason that, yes, even though vaccinated people can spread it to others, they themselves have a large amount of protection keeping them out of being hospitalized or dying for the most part. And so we need to get everybody up to those levels so that we can all breathe a sigh of relief and start to really get past this.
Right. Dr. Marty, I see that in Florida, about 63% of all people have received at least 2 shots, but only 26% have received a booster. So the people who have, say, I got 2 Pfizer vaccinations and I got a booster, but that's not a golden bullet. I mean, there's no guarantee with Omicron, is there?
No, and they're never, I mean, look, as we've said before, you get a vaccine, you don't have an invisible magic shield keeping the virus from getting in your body. Your virus, you can still breathe it in. And that's why you also want to be mindful of where you are, right? So if you're in a congregate area with that's indoors and poorly ventilated, put on that mask, keep a little distance, because what you want is if that virus you get some of it in you, it's at such a low dose that it doesn't impact, and it might not even, if you're vaccinated and boosted, it probably won't even be able to actually establish itself. Yeah. So you want to expose yourself to as little virus as possible and be as protected as possible, so that you don't get ill and so that the people you love don't get ill. And I think it's the responsible thing for all of us as citizens to do right now is to be mindful of what our infection can do to others as well. And that's another reason to mask up in congregate settings.
Yeah, and that brings me to the final question, and a really important one. Here we are about to celebrate Christmas. Families are going to be getting together. They will be eating together, in a living room together, inside. Is that a good idea? Should people reconsider how they get together this Christmas season?
Well, certainly in South Florida, where we are blessed with phenomenal weather this time of year, have your gatherings outdoors. It's so much safer for everyone, and everyone can be more relaxed. That's the better thing to do. If you're going to do it indoors, test, and test. Make sure that you're not having somebody at the party that can be leading to an outbreak in your household that might lead some members in the hospital or worse.
Yeah, great advice. Dr. Eileen Marty, always good speaking with you. Thank you for your time this morning. We appreciate it.